The bad news for you is that, and I believe this, that a land war is inevitable in South Africa. The manipulation of the national discourse by the ruling class through the ownership of the media, your capacity to be able to say who is corrupt, using proxies to purge your opponents, including Zuma, using Julius Malema and others to get rid of Zuma. The capturing of the ANC under Ramaphosa by white monopoly capital. The open bias of the judiciary. The white arrogance of forces such as AfriForum and the Oppenheimer family and the Rupert family. The deepening poverty, alienation of black people. These are the building blocks towards this Armageddon, which will happen. When the Guptas landed at Waterkloof military base, there was so much noise and well-funded campaigns that ended up getting rid of Zuma. The banks of the Guptas were shut down and they were chased out of the country. You all call that state capture and corruption. You're all correctly very unhappy. But let me give you an interesting scenario. The Oppenheimer family, both Nikki and Jonathan Oppenheimer, goes to the head office of the ANC and demand that the ANC, not government, the ANC, give them an international airport of their own. Let me repeat that. We were angry, correctly so, when the Guptas landed at Waterkloof. Landed. Here the Oppenheimers go to the ANC, demands an international airport inside an international airport. And the ANC gives them this international airport inside an international airport. And that is okay. The Oppenheimers who are involved in diamond trading. So what is happening here? They fly to Kimberley, take our diamonds, fly to the international airport, out of the country, go somewhere else, get guns and other things, fly back into their own private international airport, and so on. It goes on. The point is, the sense of outrage by people who are anti-corruption is biased, and it is influenced by who is on the other side. Gweda Mantashe wrote a letter to say to Nikki and them, yeah, you have the international airport now. Our court, including the Constitutional Court, doesn't see anything wrong with this. I don't have to tell you that the Oppenheimers, through the DBS process, don't pay tax for uncut diamonds, exporting them. I'm sure you know that. They were called in Parliament in 2007. They could not produce the agreement that they said that exclusion or that exemption was based on. And the media dropped that question because, you see, corruption is when you are not white. Let me now give you the good news. I'm saying the bad news is there's going to be a war for land. And this war for land is not just the physical question of land, but it is our sense of exclusion in our own country in every area of life. How are you going to solve that? We are sufficiently angry, and I have seen enough people who are ready to actually do what is the ultimate sacrifice to solve this problem for their children and for the future. So I'm confident that that war is coming. Here is the good news for you. The good news is that there's not going to be any land expropriation without compensation. There's not going to be amendment of the Constitution. White capital has done a good job with Julius Malema and Cyril Ramaphosa. They are highly compromised. There is no way Ramaphosa is going to go and expropriate land without compensation. We saw what happened in Marikana together with Lonmin. He protected Lonmin's interest to the point of actually engineering a massacre. Julius Malema himself, he makes enough noise, and some of you get terrified, white monopoly capital, and then you make that a call during the middle of the night, and then of course you deliver some things to him, and then of course the whole thing goes away. So no, the good news is, at least in the medium term, short medium term, there's not going to be land expropriation without compensation. I mean, I can go into why. I mean, if you look at the parliamentary process, you know that there have been hearings, and you know that there's a report that will only come at the end of this month. There's no way that they're going to be able to bring a bill, even if they wanted, because bring a bill takes about 410 days just to introduce the bill. If they wanted to expropriate land without compensation, they would have used an instrument which is available to them already, because President Zuma did not sign the expropriation bill. So all they needed to do in February this year was to say, we agree we're going to now amend the constitution, and then go to the expropriation bill, which has been rejected by Zuma, and draft it so that already it fast-track the process of land expropriation without compensation. So in the medium term, no, don't worry. These guys are just using the land expropriation discourse to get votes from black people next year. It is about elections next year. It's not about expropriating you. So what about those of us who do want to expropriate you? You see, we are not going to take your money. We are not going to take your calls. We are organizing ourselves. You already know, I'm sure some of you, that Johan Rupert has got 10 interdicts against our movement. He had to go to court because we have identified 10 farms of his, and we have organized people to go to take these farms. And he ran to the High Court. But you see, Johan Rupert's problem is this, and there's a problem of white people. He's got too many farms. So he's got interdict against us on 10 farms. Okay, we say, good, Johan Rupert. Those 10 farms, maybe we'll not take them now. What about the 100 others? So here is what's going to happen. We are clear that both the EFF and ANC will not amend the constitution before the 2019 elections. We as Black First Land shall simply lead a process of a people's-led land expropriation. We're already identifying farms, we're identifying houses as well.